This episode is for Friday, August 21st, 2015. Welcome, Meteor fans. I'm your host, Josh Owens, along with my special co-host,
Ben Strahan.
playing musical co-hosts.
Musical co-host. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're jumping around.
Yeah. Rye hasn't been on in a while. Maybe we'll have him on next week.
Yeah. But shout out to our recent Meteor Club podcast. They had Rye.
Oh, that's right.
Paul Dahlman on it. Yeah, that was an awesome one.
Yeah. We can talk about that in a little bit, too, because we'll talk about astronomer.
Yeah.
Woot. All right. So this week we're going to talk about Postgres and Meteor. Meteor, React, and Ionic. It's quite
interesting.
Astronomer updates. Meteor and React tutorial. Starting to see a lot more React stuff popping up on Crater.
This is so reactive.
Yeah. And the AMA with Slava. What?
Cool.
He quit. Today's his last day.
Yeah, that's right. This week.
Go. I blew the whole story. That's it. Go home now.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Well, let's kick this off.
Yeah, definitely. Postgres and Meteor. So I was so excited when I saw this pop up because I feel like I've actually been working on a blog post that's going to go up on AirPair, and it's all about like how extensible or like plug and play Meteor actually is under the covers. And the one place that we don't have a good story yet is the database. And I've been talking to Chet Quirkos, and he's been working on the NEDB stuff and kind of hitting some snags. And he put in a ticket on the GitHub issues and outlined some of the things that he thinks needs to change, because there's some tight kind of Mongo integration into the account login stuff, and that's like not good. So he needed to see that changed. And so like seeing that even as an experiment, actually Slava said he proposed working on Postgres as like his last project working there. And,
green light.
Yeah, he got the green light to spend 2 weeks on that. And I can even say like, they're working hard on this. Like they're updating like all day, every day on this thing, working around the clock. It looks like Sashko and Slava are kicking some butt on it. I've just been kind of watching the commit logs, and like they're definitely moving along at a good clip here. And
10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Here you go. Yeah. 17 hours ago, there was a commit message that said, make PG live query more usable from the package. So like, I think they're really honing in on finishing this up. And my guess is, as a result, we'll see like some changes to the user account stuff as well. And like a little bit of DDP stuff might be tweaked a little bit. But I'm super excited about this because I feel like there's been, besides a little bit of maybe lip service and some blog posts, I feel like no one's actually been working on this. And so to see this like all of a sudden kind of crop up publicly, like it's very exciting. So
I'm stoked.
Yes. And I gotta say, like, these are smart guys, right? Like publicly, this thing's only been up for about a week. Let me go back to older. 7 days ago. They started 10 days ago with an initial commit. And like, I feel like they're getting much, much closer. So
awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Other than Slava leaves.
Other than Slava's leaving. Like
that's right.
Like I'm happy they're working on it. I'm sad that it took him leaving for it to happen.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I had projects that I really was trying to get done before I left too.
Yeah. Oh, your old job?
Yeah. Did I touch those projects again? No.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the case, but who knows? Like, I don't know what his schedule is going to be like at MIT.
Well, I mean, Sashko's working with him on it, so I think there's some like it's not like all the knowledge is necessarily leaving, and
right.
Like you can see. I actually think Sashko has a lot more commits overall in the last couple of days.
I'm just like being evil right now.
Yeah.
with my opinion.
Yeah, it's never, well, I don't know. Maybe it's a good time to take on an open source project when you're leaving a company that was paying you to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll continue to work on it.
I wonder if there's any downtime. Like, I don't know
Oh,
when yeah.
between leaving for school and now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just sent my kids off to school.
Yeah, I think colleges tend to start a little bit later though. I don't know. Like my niece just started. She's in San Jose going to college, so she's already started.
Yeah. Anywho, Slava's going to be on the East Coast.
East Coast. What? I don't. He'll probably hate me for saying this, but we had a conversation. It was kind of funny. We were going back and forth about like when to do the AMA, and like I was like, so does like 10 a.m. PDT work for you? And he's like, how about 10 a.m. San Francisco time? I'm like, that's the same thing, man. Too funny.
What did he call MIT? Remember that blog post?
I don't remember.
He's like, MIT, this is an American college, American secondary institution or something. Anyway,
Funny.
we love you, man.
We do. September 9th. So yeah, there must be some downtime. I just looked that up on the fly.
Cool.
So I expect, based on that, him having some downtime, I assume we'll have finished Postgres within a week.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like he's not allowed to go on vacation or buy furniture for his new place. I mean,
school. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. You got a tight timeline.
Yo, Meteor plus React plus Ionic. What? Actually, this is like an amazing set of blog posts on Medium by Sam Korkos. He is like killing it. Holy cow. And
by the way,
I'm loving it.
That's Chet's brother. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
They're actually related.
Yeah, I learned from an earlier blog post, I think, or earlier podcast I was on with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, gosh, like I'm super impressed with these guys. When I first saw this, I'm like Ionic, and then I was reading through and I saw that they were bringing in Meteoric, and I think you sent me a link of like part 6.4. So I went all the way back to part 1. I'm like, what package are they bringing in? And the guy who made Meteoric, Nick, and a bunch of other like cool people, they did a smart job and they broke up Meteoric into Blaze templates, and then they have the Sass separate from the Blaze components. So Sam is just bringing in the Sass.
Oh, okay.
And so there is no Blaze templates coming in.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So don't get thrown off by like Meteoric. Like this is like, there's no funky React Blaze kind of stuff going on. Like this is a legit React tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. And super long. So I haven't gone through it, but man, I'm going to put on my short list probably this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of want to walk through it too, because I didn't realize like, I think he said it in maybe the post. Let's see, in part 1, did he say React was involved? Yeah. He did. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't look at this. I think I've just been avoiding React, but based on what I'm seeing on Crater, I should probably stop avoiding it.
I don't know. I think we should like sit down and have like a psychological discussion. Tell me what you really think about React. Let's find the underlying issues here, Josh.
Why do you feel that way, Ben?
Tell me more about your father.
It really all comes back to your mother, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
Oh goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I think, the thing for me, I don't know. We had a conversation in the chat room privately where we were talking about like, I think I was talking to you, where we were talking about like the fact that React spiked around the time the React conference happened. Like when you look at Google Trends, like there's like a sharp spike upward, and like it's just kind of like stayed there. And I think, we were, was that you I was talking to?
I remember something along those lines.
Yeah. And then, so I started looking, and like the YouTube videos actually don't have a ton of views on them. So I'm not sure that's necessarily true. I don't know what, like around February or January, like end of January, like what caused that big spike to happen. But I definitely think that React is quickly gaining ground, and it's probably worth paying attention to at this point.
Well, I mean, we have Blaze, we have Angular, we have React. If you want to become a more marketable developer, I would like right away, like use Blaze if you want to like get things out the door, but more market share. You want to have your knowledge really grow. Like you got Angular and React. Okay, so that's the conversation right there.
Mm-hmm.
And going into the future, like where would you want to like what would you want to use? Angular 1 or React? You know, say you're like coming at it straight fresh, no qualms about either one.
Sounds like we're talking about your other podcast now.
I don't know if that question's going to come up. I don't know.
Well, talking
the
about
first one,
growing a dev career. I don't know. Like I would probably just lean towards React. I've personally tried Angular and wasn't super happy or excited about using it. Didn't feel right to me.
Right.
So yeah, like I would probably lean that way. Just because
I'm of the same opinion as you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you went to like an Angular boot camp, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Digital know more than I do.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say anything. But yeah, it was cool. It was out in St. Louis.
Yeah. Oh, it's more like a traditional school experience for you, where you were skipping every other day and.
What?
Just kidding. All right.
You know what? I do not even keep my yearbooks in this house because I don't want my kids coming across them and what was written in it.
Who's this guy, Dad? Who is this?
Yeah, who wrote this? What? It just, yeah. Anywho, those were wild years.
What are they talking about? Smoking grass? What? Just kidding. That's like my parents' term for it.
Yeah, right? How old are you?
Oh, geez, goodness.
But anyway, everyone, back to what we're doing.
Yeah, all right.
Meteor React Ionic. Totally check out these whole series of blog posts on Medium.
Definitely.
Yeah, rocking. Cool.
Yeah. Sam's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's the brother that likes to document. Chet, not so much.
We love them both.
Yes, they're both doing awesome work for the Meteor community.
And another guy that we love, Rye Walker.
Sometimes I love him, sometimes not. Just kidding. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. No, so yeah, like I think, for a while there he was doing the user cycle thing, and then, if you listen to we just did the Meteor Club podcast with him this week, and I actually need to fix it. The tweet was wrong. It pointed to I think the gaming link.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
And I didn't even catch it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I have an assistant that handles that stuff for me now, and whoops.
Yeah. So Rye is making video games now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's I think if you want to know like what they're working on, that's a good podcast to listen to. But he's always been a big proponent of blogging, and him and I had numerous conversations about it when I worked at Differential with him, and he kind of convinced me. Like I had a sour experience with blogging at my first job, like my first real professional job, and got in trouble for talking about how I felt about my workplace publicly. So it kind of turned me off, but he believes that serendipity and like good things can come from publicly talking about the things that you're working on. And I tend to agree with that now. I wish I had more time to do it personally, but so this post is just all about like what Astronomer is and what they're working on, and how they're trying to get into customer-driven development, or I think maybe a different way to say it would be like data-driven decisioning. I think that's a smart way to put it as well. Like they have some automatic instrumentation if you're using a Meteor app and install that, and then they can ship that data to other places. And so this blog post
and listeners, by the way, if you want to like hear from Rye's own mouth, like all the awesome stuff that they're doing, listen to our podcast that just came out.
Podcast meteor.js.club.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Yes.
That's right. Anywho, okay, I just stole your thunder. Go on.
Oh, I lost my train of thought. It's gone. It's done. No, I'm just kidding.
Next topic.
I think, I think they're doing some smart things, and he's gonna try to blog like every week. I don't know if I'm outing this or not, but they got accepted into Angel Pad, I believe, and so they're gonna be heading off for that soon in New York City.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, so they're pretty excited about that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good stuff for them.
Absolutely. I was really stoked. Rye wrote an article when they got back from New York about that experience. And man, it sounded like legit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Super proud for them. That's great.
Yep.
Big Apple.
Yep, definitely. And like I said, he's going to keep blogging about it on Medium. So follow him if you want to get that stuff in your inbox.
Mm-hmm. Got to follow him right now.
Yeah. Already was. I'm just a fan. Now we know Ben's not.
No, I'm following him. That's all good.
Cool. All right. Next. More React.
Too many tabs, man. Oh, what? React coming up again? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, Meteor and React tutorial, a YouTube video. What's this? About 40 minutes long by our boy Ryan Swap.
In the chat room.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan. Super smart guy.
Yeah. So this is like the third or fourth kind of post on Crater that's coming out of the chat room this week. Pretty proud of that happening. I think it's awesome to see everyone kind of contributing.
Yeah. So for everyone who's listening that doesn't know what we're talking about with chat room, what are we talking about, Josh?
Meteor Club Slack chat room.
Yeah.
You go to patreon.com/Meteor Club.
That's right.
Sign up and join.
$10 a month and killer. How many people are we up to right now?
Too many to count.
Yeah, is it like close to 150, 170?
163.
Yeah. So, and man, I am impressed.
But I mean, they're not like everyone doesn't pay to get in there. Like, I make sure that there's experts in there as well. So,
yeah, experts don't have $10 to blow.
Yeah, not at all.
Not made out of money. Anywho, Ryan put together this awesome tutorial using React, and this was actually my go-to tutorial to get myself up to speed, and watched it 2 times now. And I got to say, it's one of my favorite ones so far. And I want to go through that other blog series that we just talked about earlier. So who knows? They might be battling for the top spot. But after watching Ryan's video, like, I don't know, the gears start going. You start thinking how you can make your app, how to architect it, all the power that you can do with React components and your Meteor mixin. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I am pretty stoked. So anyway.
Yeah.
Just like good reviews for this thing, man.
Yeah. I only watched about 3.5 minutes when I was getting the link to put it on here. And I'm definitely going to sit down and finish it maybe this weekend. We'll see. Cause everyone's like piqued my interest now. So.
Well, I really hope that Ryan does a few more.
Yeah. Well, he just did one today, and maybe we'll talk about it next week. But it was like Meteor and Cucumber. Yep. So he took the training class from Sam and I think it's awesome to like see him like feeling comfortable enough to put out a video on it. So that's awesome too.
Yeah. Whoops. Playing his video now. Hope you guys couldn't hear that. I might have to pay him like trademark fees or something like that.
No, yeah, I can't hear that.
You know, because he's a lawyer. Or he's training to be a lawyer. Isn't that something? Man, someone should become friends with, like a startup founder should become friends with him early. a developer who's also going to have his lawyers bar whatever. What's it called? A JD, something like that. Juris something.
Juris, my.
Well, I'm not smart. Okay.
Jurisdiction? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. It's like lawyers. They get like a degree, and it's like like how there's MBA designation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a JD designation for lawyers. I forgot what it stands for.
Didn't know that.
Anywho, I only know half the story. So, check out that tutorial. Super awesome. Ryan, you're awesome. Keep it up, man.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. Definitely appreciate that. All right. So, last story of the day. The AMA with Slava. Yeah, I definitely wanted to say thank you to Slava. I just emailed him because we had talked about maybe in August he would do the AMA. I asked him back in May, right after Sashko did his, and I said, why don't you do one in June? And he said, oh, it's too soon. There's not going to be enough interesting stuff to talk about because Sashko talked about it all. Okay. He said, why don't you email me in August? I feel like he knew. So I emailed him out of the blue. It just popped in my mind oh, hey, we're supposed to do that with Slava. So send him an email, get a response back. He's like, yeah, we'll do this date, this time. I'm like, all right, awesome. And then he sends me an email a day later oh, this is going to be loud. Sorry. Got my window
You know
open
what? He probably that driver probably watches your podcast.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly what house you are now.
Yeah, definitely.
He passed. Look, I don't hear it going now.
Oh, you can't hear it now?
Well, I hear the train. I don't hear the siren
Yeah. Well, he's only got to blow as he comes by the intersection.
Oh, you're close to an intersection. Okay.
2 houses down.
Okay. Well, in my mind, I'm just going to think he's trying to get you.
He's out to get us.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, I thought I could mute, but I was talking and not you. So
when I take the train down to Chicago, sometimes the trains, the inbound and outbound trains, go side by side on the tracks.
And they blow their horn at each other?
I swear the train that's coming by just waits until boom, it's right next to where my ear is or whatever, and just honks it.
Yeah.
And there's always people on the train jumping out of their seats. They're so loud.
Nice.
It's only a foot away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. So Slava emailed me a day later, hey, you didn't put up the post yet. I really wanted to add something to it. I'm like, all right. So I got the post up, and then he's like, here, I'm done with Meteor. Next week's my last week. So can you add this to it? And I was like, oh, this is terrible. Don't leave, please. Just stay around. We all love you.
I know what you were really thinking.
What's that?
You were thinking, oh, hell yeah. I just scored an AMA with Slava, and he's leaving, and this is going to make my AMA so much more popular.
No, that's really not the way I think. Nope. Not at all.
I know you.
Well,
is a marketer.
As he said it, I thought, well, maybe he'll be more honest with his answers.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That came to mind.
I did think that, but
yeah,
I don't know if that's true. They were still honestly he's, as far as I know, he's never pulled any punches or anything like that. So
yeah,
he's always been pretty blunt and straightforward.
He's an authentic guy.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Rock and roll. Well, it was good. It was good stuff. Any questions and answers that really stood out to you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking over, trying to refresh my memory here. A lot of questions about why is he leaving? Oh, this one was good. David Sakura, I hope I said that right. I probably said that terribly wrong. Asked him what was the most fun thing that he worked on, and he said the MongoDB Observe driver was really fun. Redis and Rethink and SQL Observe driver experiments that he did internally. And then some of the features he did for Blaze, which still haven't shipped, like the let stuff and all that, and the indexing.
Yep. That's the one that stood out to me as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it was great to like see the community just like supporting him. That's a lot of what I saw. Just like people like congratulating him, being behind him, saying, "Hey, you did a great job." Like a huge like pat on the back from like everyone, and that's like awesome. Joining an open source project, like that's like your dream kind of like when you made it. It's like everyone loving what you did. So, hats off. Actually, I'm not going to take my hat off. I got a horrible haircut.
Oh no!
I know. Ugh. I went to an old school barber. First thing I walked in there, and the barber's like, "Oh, who did your haircut before? This is horrible." So my wife did my haircut. So right off the bat, boom, bad experience. And he's like, "I'll fix it. Don't worry." He gave me a 50-year-old haircut. I'm not going to take my hat off.
Well, you could just have this haircut.
Dude, I mean, that's easy. That's the easy life right there.
Sometimes I cut myself. Like I got a cut back here, shaving it.
Guess how much money I spent on this haircut because I got it at downtown Chicago.
Ooh, $30?
Yes.
At a barbershop. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yes.
I could see like here paying like $15 to go to a barbershop or something, but I remember paying like when I was a kid like $7 or $8 to go down to the barbershop and just get a buzz. Like a flat top.
Yes.
That was all the rage.
That is what I had, the flat top back in the day.
Yep. Oh my gosh. We're so old, dude. I love there was a comment in here about like we all know, like this guy said, we all know you're quitting because you're going full-time StarCraft Pro.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'm terrible at StarCraft. He's like, I try, but I'm 20. I'm already a has-been. Like all the real players are 16 to 17. I'm like, oh my god,
20.
So crazy. I'm finished, guys. I'm done.
Yeah. What am I, man? I'm just fried.
Yeah.
I'm the burnt bacon that no one wants to eat.
Another interesting thing he said is that he's waiting on 2 features to drop in Rethink DB, some changes. And they're supposed to make it into 2.2, and he said he does want to like get that published as soon as that's done, and I think that would be a pretty big win for the Meteor community as well, especially.
I mean, I really like that, and it's cool to hear that he has. And I think I knew this before, but that he's in their Slack group. The Rethink.
Yeah,
and that he is the heir of the founder or CEO or whatever his title is, which is also his name Slava as well. But
it's the Slava Club.
I know, right? Right off the bat, it's like they got to listen to each other, right? So, but good things to expect from that. So,
fun stuff. Yeah. There were some good comments too about like React and Blaze 2, like, and he pointed out he thinks that. There's some funkiness in Blaze that's left around because they use handlebars, and so he thinks if they do Blaze 2, it would be like backwards incompatible. There'd be some breaking changes, which is interesting to me.
That surprised me. Yep, that was interesting. His critical viewpoints of his own code and
well, he pointed out like he still feels like no matter what, like Blaze will always be faster to write an application out of the box than any other way, and that's just because I think Angular and React probably encourage a little more structure than Blaze does necessarily. So,
yep, I agree with that. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you gotta just measure what you're trying to accomplish.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Boom.
Filling in because Dean's lame.
Actually, Dean is out in Toronto.
Is he in Toronto right now?
He's in Toronto. Funny. I think he might be flying back.
Let's just call this the OK Grow show. I got to find other people besides OK Grow.
What? Wait a minute. What? Are you firing me on the show right now?
No.
You just fired me.
Nah. Get out
I'm out of here. I'm out. Time to make my own show then. Wait a minute. I got one coming today.
Getting ready to record it in a half hour, aren't you?
Boom, 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 boom. Yep. With our boy Abby.
Abby Iyer. You guys are going to be talking about like how to kickstart your developer career and grow, right? Yeah. Is that
the Ask Abby and Ben show? We're going to take 4 questions every week from junior developers or people aspiring to be developers, and we're going to just like answer them super fast.
Nice.
With a lot of enthusiasm, and hopefully we're 100% right. I don't know. But.
So I've got this weird growth. Oh no, that's not the type of question you're talking about, is it?
Silence.
Stunned silence.
Luckily, we get to filter and pick the questions. So right on. That's not going to make it. Or maybe it will. Go ahead and ask it.
You never know.
So Josh Owens, can you tell me what this growth is?
Yeah, so if you want to support the show, you can either go over to modulus.io and sign up over there. Those guys are pretty awesome.
Yes, they are.
They're the sponsor, and then you can also do Patreon, patreon.com/Meteor Club. You can sign up there, $10 a month, get you in the Slack chat room. I use that money to help pay for editors and people to help me produce the show. So
that's right, and it's not cheap.
No,
the good ones aren't.
Yeah, takes a lot of my time.
Well, we appreciate everything that you're doing, Josh.
Thank you. And I appreciate all my fans and listeners. So thank you for listening, and tune in next week where we'll talk about strange growths. No,
that's right. And no one from OG Grow on the show.
We're actually renaming the podcast. It's going to be the React Podcast now.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
You thought I was going to say Creator Podcast, didn't you?
Dude.
Let's do it, man.
Do it.
All right.
All right. Till next time.
Yep.
Adios.
This video has been a Meteor Club production. You can find out more information about Meteor Club and join the mailing list by clicking on the Meteor Club button below. If you enjoyed this video, you can also hit the subscribe button below and get more content like this. Thanks for watching.